I'm in North London, where people have gathered from across Europe for a celebration of gospel music as we explore the power of singing to express our faith and even change our lives. Welcome to Songs of Praise. In this week's programme, I experienced the joy of singing gospel, joining hundreds of singers being put through their paces in workshops led by some of the best in the business. The Reverend Kate Botley hears the agonising stories of families who have loved ones declared missing and discovers how joining a remarkable choir is bringing them comfort.
There's a bond that singing creates that no other situation generates.
And X Factor winner and Strictly finalist Alexandra Berg opens her heart about how her late mother inspired her to sing and perform.
Everything I still do to this day is in her memory and her honour.
The True Worship Summit is an annual conference in London which celebrates gospel music and draws people from across Europe.
We've come from Sophia Antipolis, which is in the south of France.
Switzerland, from Lausanne.
You've travelled all the way from Newcastle?
Yes, we have got on the midnight train.
Everyone is here to be inspired by some of the world's top gospel musicians, and I'm going to join them. Ken, it seems like a really popular event. What can I expect from today?
Well, you're really going to be put through your paces. You're going to be learning lots of songs, learning how to sing them, not just the notes, but how to sing them and really to express yourself and really what's at the heart of gospel.
You're going to have to perform miracles with me though, you know?
Oh no, I actually don't believe that. I think that everybody can sing. If you can hear a tone, you can sing.
Our music today brings together traditional worship and modern gospel. Our first song began life as an 18th century English hymn before being transformed into a gospel classic.
Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. When Jesus was. When Jesus was. Oh, when he was. When Jesus was. My Jesus was. When Jesus was. He washed my sins away. Oh, happy day. Yeah, it's a happy day. Oh, 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 happy day. When Jesus was. When Jesus was. Oh, when he was. When Jesus was. When my Jesus was. When Jesus was. He washed my sins away. Oh, happy day. Yeah, it's a happy day. Oh, happy day. And he taught me how to watch and pray, my Lord. And he taught me how to live and live rejoicing every day, my Lord. It's a happy day. Yeah, it's a happy day. Today is a happy day. Oh, it's a happy day. Hey, it's a happy day. Oh, it's a happy day. Oh, it's a happy day.
You go over the note and sing it with your belly or your diaphragm. Okay. Here we go.
The day begins with a warm-up from Basil Mead, one of the pioneers of British gospel. And already the power of the music is having a profound impact.
It just gives you this
uplifting that you search for everywhere, and you can't just find it but in gospel music.
We have this opportunity to be here with many people from different countries and say how much we love Jesus and singing all together.
Singing is such an integral part of our lives and culture. But when did it all start? Dr. Andrew Gant is a music historian and for many years was choirmaster of Her Majesty's Chapel Royal.
There are no records of when singing started, but it's clear that it's been there since the very beginning. You know, there are theories that cave paintings, for example, tend to be done in resonant parts of a cave. So some people have thought maybe there was some sort of performance element involved in where they were made and how they were used. And when you start looking at early copies of the Gospel, for example, the way they're written down clearly suggests that they would have been sung as part of a service, part of worship.
And of course, many parts of the Old Testament.
Absolutely. The Old Testament is full of music. You look at the Psalms, there's praise him in the cymbals and dances, praise him in the strings and pipe. So, talk about music, but would have been performed to music as well.
The relationship between singing and the Christian faith then goes back, way back then.
Well, singing has always been part of it. Liturgy, a service, worship is performance in one sense. And declaiming a text can very easily just kind of turn into singing. A preacher can settle onto a particular pitch, and that over time turned into notation, into plain song, which is a single line music, which was the music of the church for the latter part of the first millennium, so up to the time of the Norman conquest around there. And then it sort of became more sophisticated after that. You started to add two voices together, and then more.
Why is singing so powerful then?
I think it's partly because the instrument is you. You're physically engaged with the music in a way which you're not when you're playing an instrument. The music is there to illuminate the words, but as an activity, it can offer so many different things. Church music has always been a tool of education, so that it becomes part of everyday life and a way of communicating ideas. It's something that people can do together, and it really makes you come together as a community.
And what better way to demonstrate that community than Hubert Parry's rousing setting for William Blake's poem, best known as Jerusalem.